Hey, it's Oxi, and in this video we are taking a look at two new features in the Oxi One MkII. They have a dedicated button on the device here. Now flow basically allows you to trigger certain actions or events by pressing the flow button. So you can have, for example, steps on the grid that only play when you hold down the flow button. Now to demonstrate flow, I will create a very simple sequence. We'll start by adding 4 steps on the grid. Okay, now I will hold down flow and I will add more steps here. Go like this and maybe like this, and let's do this, and okay, and press play. Nothing happens, but once I hold flow, so basically you can add steps here that only play when you hold flow. Now we can also set steps to not flow. So for example, if we hold this step here, we have trigger here in the step menu. We set that to flow with that dash above it, and that is not flow. So basically when you hold flow, this won't play. And we'll do the same for this one, like this. And you can also assign flow in the same menu here. That's just flow without the dash above it. And now let's play. Okay, as you can see or hear, the steps didn't trigger once I held flow. And basically flow can be assigned to several different parameters that have probability settings. So for example, the new repetition engine in the Oxi One MkII can be triggered with flow. So now I will clear the pattern and we'll make a new one. Just 4 steps here. We'll add repetitions here, duration 3, and we'll set the repetition probability to flow. So now when I press play, nothing happens. Hold flow and it has the repetitions here. You can also assign flow to accumulation. So we'll have this one accumulate plus 1 step up to an octave, and accumulation probability to flow. And this one 2 steps and a lower range, and accumulation to not flow. So let's play. And we'll hold flow. So as you can see, when I hold flow, this will repeat and this will accumulate, this will stop accumulating. And when I don't hold flow, this won't repeat, this won't accumulate, and this will accumulate. So now let's add accumulation to step here that has the repetitions. So So we'll set it to flow. So you can basically combine several different flow assignments for a single step, for example. So let's just make another pattern here. I'll make something more interesting. We'll have this here, and set these to flow, and the pattern here. So now we have this. Now we'll add repetitions here and assign it to flow. We'll also add accumulation, make a pendulum, and increase the range, set it to flow, and we'll add accumulation here, assign it to flow, and repetitions here, and assign to flow. And let's play. Now, as far as I can tell, you can assign flow to as many parameters as you wish in all sequencers at the same time. So you can make some very interesting changes to your whole project with one button. Okay, let's move on to groove. Now, to demonstrate this, I have changed to a woodblock sound, and I will create a simple pattern here with 16 steps and press play. That's basically just straight 16 notes. Now, to add groove, you hold Shift and press the flow button. The secondary function is groove, and you get to this groove menu here. Now I'll press play, and let's add accent. %. Now, as you can hear, basically adds some velocity accents. Now we can go higher, up to 120%. That's 0. Straight pattern. We can go minus. Minus 120. Now let's look at the time parameter. I'll press play. And as you bring this up, it will add some timing variation to the pattern. And again, we can go up to 120% or minus. Okay, next is the random parameter, which will basically add groove at random. So let's press play and bring up the random. So this will make for a more unpredictable pattern. Now let's add both accent and time to 100%. And we can change the groove with the fourth encoder Right now we have a trancy groove, we have a disco light swing, tambourine, basically you have 15 default grooves or factory grooves here. You can also create your own with the Oxi app, or you can import external grooves, I think. I think this is an easy way to create rhythmic variation in your patterns. So we'll go back to no groove. Okay, that's it for flow and groove. Now I tried to give you a very basic look at how these features actually function. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I will keep making similar tutorial videos on the Oxi One. So if you're still watching, thank you very much for sticking around, and I will see you again very soon.